more cap with brain. No? The way I see my players, now then they pick. Then they come. So right now, no shakulu or don. Biane, what I see now na ya na kabachon. Biane oba unu or then chewoyi. Okay.
Kotoko first, Pando, and then Hearts, and then Bibiani.
First, Heart of Lions.
Okay.
Then second, it should be House of Folk. Then third, Kotoko.
And then the last one, Bibiani.
Exactly. I'm expecting something like 3 goals from Heart of Lions from their first match.
Wow.
Exactly. Because they've done it before. They've been there before. They've won the cup before, so they can do it.
He's taking the cup. Bibiani will be second, House of Folk third, and then Pando House of Lions fourth.
Will be first, Bibiani, and then Accra. Yes.
Hey, what of Pando?
Let's see how it will go.
So Phobia first, Pando, Kotoko third, and then
Asante
Goldstars.
Kotoko first, Hearts of Lions second, and the rest. Yomba yo mohono, but yenim sa Asante
Kotoko ni dikan. House of Folk, NBD actually, and then your tosso ye Hearts of Lions, and sana Bibiani Goldstars.
Of course.
also move to the next stage.
Ghanaian clubs have not fared very well in African group stage 2 seasons ago. Goldstars would need all the motivation ahead of the campaign in Africa in September, and they were privileged to have the Vice President of the GFA, Mark Ado, pay them a visit. Are proud in Africa.
Hello there, welcome to match day 3 and match number 5 with Gal Cutoff 4. All right, so we're bringing you the game between Bibiani Goldstars and Heart of Lions this afternoon. All right, so my guests are seated in the studio. On Wednesday, most of you who watched them, they are seated in the studio with me. I'm talking about none other than the legend also in the house. Let me take my time again and mention is statistician. Yes. And when it comes to Ghana, you wouldn't get any other than Mo Shaban. Mo Shaban also joins us here. He's at the touch screen, giving you to know when it comes to the top 4, and I'll be looking at the 2 things that come your way. It promises to be quite an interesting one. A case it is. Also topping the table 5 points. We explained the 5 points and why they've got that 5 points so far on the table. Keenly followed there by Accra Hearts of Oak, and there with 4 points. Hearts of Lions who have 3 points, and this afternoon they're coming up against Goldstars who have 5 points, and lagging on the bottom place on the table is Kumasi Asante. Not too good. Their fans are not too pleased, but they say it's a super class version of Oxyco, despite where they're lying on the table. And I've got the gentleman to do that for me this afternoon. I've got in the studio none other than the when it comes to Ghana football, and he played for Liberty Professionals. Going to and he has to show the legend himself, Amakwamreku, and he told him that today, wherever you went, I've also gone to a place. Well, gentlemen, good time to you as well. Sure. Yeah, I promise to be quite a great encounter today, right? Sure. Yeah, so we'll be going to Mo Shaban also this afternoon. Mo is a sister. Exactly. Bibiani Goldstars. We'll be going over to listen to the coaches as well. Monica Bukari, my colleague, is standing by the stadium to run us through the various operations and the teams for the game. So we go as Hearts of Lions. Eric, we saw against Hearts of Oak. What should we expect against them today?
Thank you very much, Joe. I think it's going to be a very intriguing KG encounter this afternoon, and I'm sure we're really going to enjoy this game because both coaches, as we can see, they all play from the back. And in football, when you have your goal, we are going to enjoy the game. Just that My juju man only spoke about the second game, which we are going to demolish today.
And so yeah, you heard Eric. He said his juju man spoke about just that, talking about Yao. He says when you add the Yao, that's when a lot of people get shimmers down their spine, right? Yao Amankwameku, great captain for Accra Hearts of Oak during his days. He also joins us in the studio. I'll pick Amankwameku's thoughts pretty shortly, but let me go over to Mo Shaban. I've mentioned Mo Shaban, but then you've not seen him. So for those of you who think he's not around, he's here, the statistician here. When it comes to Malams of all statistician, you heard Eric Beku saying it, that's the man. A young chap, but hey, he will give you the stats like, and when he gets to the stats like, he Bibiani. So let's go over to Mo. Mo, good afternoon and thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here for the final day of the Qatar.
Exactly. Yes. A lot of people looking to the duel between Accra Hearts of Oak and St. Scott's Conde. I'm sure because today also importantly happened a sort of the transfer window today. There's a
matches. When legend Eric Bequin joined us in the studio, he made emphasis on what we should expect in the game and what the first game really means to us. And if you look at the permutations and statistics, if you go to the history of Goldstars and Heart of Lions, unfortunately for Heart of Lions, they've never won a Premier League game against Goldstars. So it means that in all, Goldstars have the upper edge over Heart of Lions. Lions have never won a game against a competitive game. That is, they are yet to meet in the FA Cup, but then that is in a game that is going to be played outside their main venue, again, outside or not part of the league game. So first game, not part of the league game. The first time they are played in the GACA top 4, but then in terms of experience, though Gold Stars have never have the upper edge over Heart of Lions, which is they've won one match for Heart of Lions. In the history, Heart of Lions have the pedigree, the GACA top 4 over Bibiani Goldstars. So Stars actually made the Premier League debut in the 2021-2022 season. And if you remember that season, they qualified from Zone 2. Then that season as well, Real Tamale United qualified from Zone 1. Accra Lions qualified from Zone 3. And then in the past few years, they've made impact winning the Premier League and then being part of the top 4 for the first time. Now, aside that, in the 2023-24, Heart of Lions returned in the Premier League after they were relegated in 2015. Now, they returned back, and it was the season that they really struggled. Of course, the first leg encounter against the end in a draw 2. And the second leg encounter, it ended in a draw 2. Then, the following season, which was 25 Heart of Lions, after avoiding relegation on the last minute in the 2023-24 season, they managed to finish second. And at a point, Bashir Ford would testify they really wanted to win the league. Now, that season, the first leg also ended 0-0 at Pando. Then the second leg 1-0 in favor of Stars. It was the first time Stars against Heart of Lions. But then, last, I've got 2 GACA top 4 trophies, and that makes them superior in history over Bibiani Goldstars. And then again, in terms of experience and pedigree, it goes in favor of Heart of Lions. But then a lot of people have asked us, including my legends, and the question is that how does the results affect the second game? Now, this is it: 5-4-3-0. Now, if Kotoko should win their last game, they will go 3. If Hearts should win their last game, they will go 6. Then we are going to talk about before 6 p.m. Now, these are the things today at 3. For the game, it goes to penalty shootout, and they win their game. They would also go total of 7 points. Then it makes it more dicey. Now, if Heart of Lions should win, they will go 6 points, and it means that Lions would have the opportunity to win because the results of Heart of Oak and Kotoko could be a draw, could go in favor of Kotoko, but if it goes in favor of Heart of Oak, it will be difficult. So it means that Lions are not out. Yes. So do the analysis. The only team that is out of winning the trophy is Kotoko. But then Goldstars, Heart of Oak, Heart of Lions have the chance of winning. Now, Goldstars will need victory at all costs. And if they want to win, then it is important. Now, if you look at Heart of Lions, they've had some good game. And before I talk about their statistics, one of the discoveries is Freeman Chelsea.
Exactly.
And he joined from Liberia. But in history, Freeman played for Inter Allies in the Premier League. So he's a former Premier League player. So I'm not surprised.
I think Eric mentioned it here the last time to us. That he's actually played in the Ghana Premier League.
Yes. But now he looks matured.
Yeah.
His understanding of the game is high. And of course, representing the Liberian national team means that a lot will be expected from you. And then you look at goalkeeper. Their first season, they struggled without him. In the second season, it was a perfect number one and among the best shot stoppers in the league. Now, if you look at their statistics, it is 4 matches. And then, of course, they are win against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And then they lost to Heart of Oak. They have scored 5 goals and all. But one team, they are 2 centre backs. Robin Hennessy and Ebenezer. That's 2 centre backs, pillars of Heart of Lions, including the goalkeeper. And then Bismarck, they impact. Now, in their season, they struggled with that in the second Kojo Obin Jr. And Obin Jr. was the point he needed to connect with him. And now he has Freeman. And that changed the dynamics of the game. Now, let's talk about Goldstars, Premier League champions. Of course, they are current best team in Ghana because they've won the Ghana Premier League. And I really like one thing about them. They also have the best shot stopper. And then he had a total of 18 clean sheets in the Ghana Premier League, clean sheets for Bibiani United in the Ghana Premier League. Though his side failed to win the league, they were able to prove dominance. And he is a record goalkeeper winning the Premier League. And that was his second season. His first season, he played for Bofo Akwatano. In his second season for Goldstars, he went all out to win it. Now, we spoke about the 2 pillars, the 2 centre backs that will make impact for Heart of Lions. If you go to Bibiani Goldstars, you talk about Kevin Opon, he joined from Bofo Akwatano, and Vincent Atiadai, who are starters of the game. Now, one key thing that they have is Francis Trene in the midfield, who is going to make an impact for them. Then they have Samson Eduku, but the history and the records of Samson Eduku are amazing. He's played for Elmina Sharks, he's played for Azakes, he's played for Samatex, he's played for Tamale City, and the last team he played for was Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Though he didn't have much more playing time, Samson Eduku at Tamale City was an excellent player. So we look at these key players in today's fixture.
Interesting. All right. So wherever you're watching from, I'm sure you're really elated and you were cocked-eared listening to those statistics, the players to watch, where they've played for, the impacts they are coming to make in this particular game. Mo, thank you so much. We'll definitely come to you again for those analysis. And for those of you who are interested in the table and the permutations and how the ramifications will look like for the various clubs, he's explained it to you. Well, so you know the club that is already out. I was praying that probably they could stay in there and they had a chance. But unfortunately for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the way the table looks like, they're already out. And the gentleman in the studio, I'm talking about the legend with Accra Hearts of Oak, Yao Amankwameku, when he heard that the only team that is out of the competition is Kumasi Asante Kotoko, he said, yes, Kotoko. But even that, they said they will beat you tonight.
No problem. Joel, you see, Eric was making his comment and he was just looking at me. I don't understand why he should look at me. But then that is one of those things. I don't know whether he feels like I've hidden something on my body for kind of calling me juju man. for me, consulting the spiritual realm doesn't make me a juju man. You know what I'm saying? No. That's what I'm saying. Yes, the drizzling it's very important. You know, we're trying to connect the olden days when Hearts of Folk will be playing, and day there'll be rain. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it tells you we are connecting the present to the old.
But no rainbow. He said there's no problem yet.
We are relating it, so no problem. so what we need to know is that, you see, the stats of Lions made me a little bit scared. That's what I'm saying, because for you to score 5 goals and concede 6, and then Shabba is telling me their defense, that is their center backs are solid or what? No. For me, no. I don't buy it, because how can you score 5 goals and then concede 6? It tells you that yes, the attacking are doing something right, but in the defensive, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So approximately that means in every match they score 1 goal. Approximately. You know what I'm saying? And then you concede how many? Because 4 matches, you concede 6 goals. It tells you approximately 1.5 goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that means for me, with that stats, it tells me that the defense of Heart of Lions is weak. That's what I'm saying.
And you think Goldstars can take advantage of that?
Yes, they also have that problem. You look at their stats. They also have the same problem.
Yeah.
They also have the same problem.
Oh no.
They score 6 and then they concede 5. They also have the same problem. So in other words, the two things, they have kind of a common thing. Yes, when it comes to weakness.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. But then for me, what I think becomes a stronghold for Lions is that they play box to box. They play box to box, and that is very, very important. Wherever they find the ball, you find 4 or 5 players of Lions there, and that is the most important thing. But for me, when it comes to teamwork, I think Goldstars has it. Lions, they are coming there, but then Goldstars, they have it. And fitness level, I think it's kind of a balance. But then for me, with this Lion match between Goldstars, I'll go for Goldstars.
Interesting.
Seriously, I'll go for
All
Goldstars.
right. Yeah, McCormick going for Goldstars. I don't know which one that he has to go for Lions because he played for Lions.
But looking at where I'm sitting now, as a coach now, I don't watch football. I observe football.
Exactly.
So that the stats, like the way Mo is saying, these people are preparing for Africa, not only for this tournament that we are playing. And my fear is their, how do you call it? Their experience wise. It seems they are lacking that one. And that will be the problem of the day for them to solve. If they are able to, counter their experience level. Because as he was saying, Atinga was the one who was playing.
Yeah.
And looking at the captain now, that defensive captain, where he commits his errors, any team that has good set piece takers will give you problem.
Within 10 seconds, name 3 mystic weapons.
Kilo, Agreement, Holga.
Which weapon in Call of Duty would you say is the most underrated?
Looking at that side, they need to be very, very careful. And I know Frimpong is very, very smart coach, who I know by now. He have signed the guy, he have told him what to do and what not to do, and what to do at a particular time. So exactly. I know that this will be an improved version of the captain to show his captaincy to us in terms of preparing for the Africa that Bibiani is going.
All right. So wherever you're watching us from is our continuous coverage of the 2025 Gal Cup Top 4. And we're bringing you match number 5, match day 3 here. Is Bibiani Goldstars coming up against Heart of Lions. Okay, so the teams have arrived so far. Let's check out their arrivals. Heart of Lions have arrived. Goldstars have also arrived at the stadium. And then we'll be going to listen to the coaches as well. Coach Frimpong Manso as well as Bashir Hayford, they've both spoken ahead of this particular game. So yeah, the teams have arrived, and that's the game we're bringing you this afternoon. Let's go over to the University of Ghana Stadium. So the Goldstars, the miners, this afternoon, it looks like they're coming to mine legally, whether you like it or not. And is it looking good for them? They sort of taking the trophy, and it's sort of a great morale booster. If you ask me, It's going to be a great morale booster should they win this trophy, because going to represent Ghana in the CAF Champions League and not even the Confederations Cup. You need such things and also boosters to get you. So, and the lineup is also out, so we'll be giving it to you pretty shortly before we join the main feed for the kickoff at the University of Ghana Stadium. So these are pictures there coming to you from the University of Ghana Stadium, where they're playing match number 5, match day 3. We're bringing you this live game. It's on live on Ago TV and also on GH1 TV. And they are roaring this afternoon. Can they roar harder? I don't know whether the miners will mine harder and put the lion in there, or he will come out from that particular cave. And so, yes, Hearts of Lions, the gentlemen coming down there, making sure that, listen, the records has it, the statistics have it. What is the story going to be like? The connoisseurs will have what they say, but on paper, what is it going to be like this afternoon? Will the headlines change, or we're going to see something? Lions is still in there. They are still in there, as Mo told you in his statistics. Lions still has a chance. Bibiani Goldstars already looking like home run for them. And then Hearts of Oak, Kumasi Asante Kotoko tonight. Should Hearts of Oak win? Should Lions and Goldstars draw? We're seeing Hearts of Oak going through. Would that be the story? Well, let's see how it pans out. After 90 minutes of pulsating action, we're bringing you match number 5 here, match day 3. All right, so the lineup is out. Quickly, let's look at the lineups, and then we can run through and bring viewers to speed to know what we have in imports. We're going to see the man himself there for Goldstars this afternoon. Well, so in post, we're going to be seeing Emmanuel Kobe, Vincent Atinga is in defense, Emmanuel Ade also in defense there, Kelvin Opong and Samuel Champong, as well as Philip Ofori and Apia McCarthy, all in midfield for them. In the defensive, in the attacking third, we're going to be seeing the likes of Samson Eduku, Michael Inko, Emmanuel Konto, and Atakumi. Emmanuel Konto, that player, I was asking for his video the last time. Well statured player. I mean, he looks so built. I mean, so yeah, the Goldstars team, you have it. Let me run it to you again. Emmanuel Kobe in post, Vincent Tatinga, the captain, he's starting this afternoon. Emmanuel Ade, Kevin Opong, Samuel Champong. We've got Philip Ofori and Apia McCarthy there in midfield. Samson Eduku, Michael Nkwa, Emmanuel Konto, and Atakumi. They will be playing up from there.
I think we did spoke about the captain, about his inexperienced play, and you see the changes have come, where he has been benched for Vincent Atinga to start this game. So as we were saying, we do observe the game and then how the game goes. We also have our predictions on even players to start. There's been only 2 changes so far. Yeah, the midfield. There's a changes in the midfield, and then the defensive pair as well. I think he's played 3-back. He's playing, and then having Atinga as a ball-playing defender, being in the middle, and the national under 20 left back is also playing on the left wing, which he'll be playing as a number 11 as well at the same time. Yeah. So I think it's a change game. I think it can be a very big problem for the miners today. Yeah,
I think for me, it's kind of a strengthening change that I see at the defense. For you, bringing in Atinga, like Eric was saying that he's a little bit rusty. For me, I don't see it that way. You see, Atinga's presence is bringing a lot of confidence at the defense. He's going to control the defense. He's going to order them to do the right thing. That's what I'm saying. Even if he cannot maybe work that much, he will order them to instruct them to do the job for him. And so for me, I see him as a pillar. I see him as a center back who is coming to control. He has that experience. He's a captain of the team, and he also is coming to control the defense. So for me, his presence is going to be a certain value to the Goldstars defense and generally to the team. So for me, it will work. I think that presence will be a motivational factor.
Okay.
My reason, as you are saying,
It's about the Liberian import. he's a toucher.
Yeah, he's tormenting the defenders,
and
I mean,
he commits more fouls.
Yeah, but
as we were saying, we're talking about set pieces. If I think I should be fouling this guy within that areas, and they have a very good set piece taker, it will be a problem for the miners.
For the miners.
Yeah, but for me, see, so far looking at this Freeman.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So far, he has not been that bite.
Yeah.
Looking from the onset, he has not been. He just kind of playing around the box.
You remember Bob?
But I'm not seeing.
Remember Bob Zio?
Yes.
Bob Zio of Heart of Lions.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a replica.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. Is that looking at Freeman's and how effective he is. For me, this tournament I've not seen him much.
Not yet.
Because he's not biting as we all know him. But then he's just playing around the box. But he's not entering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just playing around the box. So for me, I'm not seeing that effectiveness of
Okay.
him. And maybe I'm hoping that he will just show a class of.
I'm also careful to say that probably there is a role the coach has given him to play in this
So
one.
he's
But
not biting
I think Mo wants to contribute to this one. Yeah.
Yeah, so a quick one. I'll just speak to Legend. I wanted to make correction as to when he said because they've considered five goals, they are not good in defense. The guy cut off for Heart of Lions have considered one, and that was the 1-0 against Heart of Folk. And
Sure.
for Goldstars, they've considered 3, and that was when Heart of Folk made that managed to come back to 2-2 when they scored 2 goals, and that is it. But then as to the starting 11 of both sides, I think that both sides have paraded a strong side, but for Bibiani Goldstars, they are coming with the 4-3-3 because they are starting Michael Nkwa, Samuel Atakumi, who was their top scorer in the Premier League, just ended Premier League, and then say Samson Eduku. So 3 strikers. Michael Nkwa was a discovery last season, a young chap who was introduced in the Bibiani Goldstars setup. Then you go to their back 4. I think there's presence, impact, maybe. One, they are looking at set piece because in terms of penalty, I think I would be able to convert. So they need someone who is also going to be a commander in the team. So they needed him so much. But then Gideon Anaba is another centre back. Legend spoke about him. So of course, he's one player because this is top 4. You need to give everybody opportunity,
A chance to play
to prove themselves. Heart of Lions, one of the best side, and it takes me back to 2009. In 2009, we discovered Gilbert Fiamenyo. I remember that time, Fiamenyo has not signed yet for Heart of Lions when he was playing in the Gakatov. I remember last minute changed by other teams, but Lions eventually gave him a contract. He became their player. Then Stephen Aholu, he was also one of the discoveries from the top 4. And then Lions made an impact. So in terms of Gakatov, Lions know how to bring out some players, and that is why Chelsea Freeman is now the talk of town. But of course, yes, I agree with both legends. He is good in terms of pushing, but then he's not converting goals. And
That's
so a legend now is also making a point. Then
Okay.
Eric Beckwen is also making a point.
All right, Mo. We're about starting now. The kickoff time. Check your time is 2:58. Kickoff is in just 2 minutes. But then before that, let me pick thoughts of legends and then Mo Shaban. Your prediction. Let me start with Mo. Just quick predictions, then we can go.
Well,
first half.
First half will be very difficult. Of course, both sides do not concede more.
Okay.
I see a draw in the first half.
All right, Freeman there in your shot. We've been speaking about him. And then the Goldstars lineup there. Also, we brought you the lineup already. Yama Kwameku, what do you think about this afternoon's
Yeah, I think
game?
so far
Prediction.
Goldstars in the first half they go all out. For me, it's for me there's an advantage to them that they will have a goal or 2 in the first half.
All right. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I think their fluidity when it comes to the first half is super. But the second half is where the problem is. If Lions are able to maintain them, soak their pressure the first half, the second half will be a different story to tell. I'm not sure the goal margin will be that wide.
All right. So wherever you're watching us from, this is our first game of match day 3. It's Bibiani Goldstars welcoming Pando Heart of Lions. Let's see what the story will be like in the first 45 minutes. And we're back in the studio.
Is in goal for the Bibiani Goldstars. Samuel champion Vincent Atinga makes a return. His first start in this tournament. Kelvin Opong also in there. Philip Ofori, Emmanuel Konto, Emmanuel Kojo Adi, Apia Makati also starts today. Samuel Atakumi, who has most goals in this tournament so far. Samson Eduku and then Michael Nkwa would make the first 11 of Bibiani Goldstars. Stars.
Changes ranked by the coach from Palmas for this team. Clear the man in your shots. Want to see the other players. So Michael and Kwan are D together with McCarthy starting the first tournament or the game for the first on this tournament. That's a very impressive one. Let's see what they also bring for the Goldstars side.
Right, so a very experienced campaigner, Vincent Atinga, leading the miners this afternoon. Of course, Ebenezer Annan would also be the captain for Pando Heart of Lions, and Salome Albles is our referee for this afternoon. Abdullah Gulo, Kojo Labu. Ever dependable Lawrence Osei spotted the fair number 1 shirt. Aban Ebenezer captain Ali Fauzi Gomo would be partnering Ebenezer Aban today. Eche Dogli, Yao Danso, and then Bismarck Enim, as well as Emmanuel Mensah, Paul Atta, who scored a goal for Lions the last time. Michael Epson would lead the attack with Chauncey Freeman as well as Kwesi Opong. Bashir Hayford, very experienced man.
Absolutely. A couple of changes also made by Coach Bashir Hayford for the Lions team. You can see the likes of, Obin Jr. on the bench today. And of course, Chauncey, the Liberian import, is still in there for them. But a couple of changes for his team as well. And so let's see what these new boys also bring on board for Lions in the game today. But all is set for this great encounter that could determine the winner of this year's Kaka Top 4.
Well, so Bibiani Goldstars are on top of that table. For clarity's sake, after their draw against Accra Folk, they had 1 point, and the winner of that penalty shootout, obviously, Bibiani Goldstars will now have 5 points and will see the Phobians in second place. They play later against their bitter rivals, Kumasi and Kotoko, but then they have 4 points, and then, of course, we would also see Pando Heart of Lions, who beat Kotoko by a goal to nothing, having 3 points, and Kotoko, for now, have no points.
Absolutely. So all is set like you can see on your screens now. Goldstars, obviously, want to confirm to Ghanaians why they are the reigning champions. So as for Lions, for the second last season, they will want to thwart the efforts of Goldstars by also getting a win that could see them eventually declared winners of this year's
What do you make
top
of Chauncey Freeman so far?
3 out of 3 for him has been impressive, even though he's not scored a goal yet, but he's been a workaholic. He's worked his socks off throughout the entire 2 games we've seen him play, and I'm sure today you might see similar. He's someone who can work his socks off for 90 minutes and he never gets tired clearly with his game.
All right, so Samson Eduku waiting for referee Salome Albles to kick us off here at the University of Ghana Stadium, match day 3. You're listening on a radio on Star 103.5 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, we're underway here. Samson Eduku would start play, and Bibiani Goldstars would have ball in their possession. I believe that this game would give us some goals. We've always seen goals in this tournament so far. It shows you that both teams, or all 4 teams in the tournament, have very sharp attack regardless of the good defending, and the first foul would fall to Captain Ebenezer Aban, who was impeded, and he smiles there, Ebenezer Aban, after the infringement from Samson Eduku. But today, the strongman we've always talked about, a J, is not in the fold of Goldstars.
Like I said, a number of changes have been ranked by the coach, and so it's understandable. Having played on Wednesday and Friday, giving some of the other players a time, some few minutes to also exhibit what they are made of. Like you all know, they're going to Africa and also play in the Ghana Premier League. They will need a strong squad, a big squad to ensure they can compete on both fronts. So why not give others a chance to also exhibit what they are made of? So no J for Goldstars, and I'm sure the others who have come in have ideas and they want to prove their mettle in the team as well.
Well done. So would find a pass to Fauzi, and Ali Fauzi Gomo starting his first game in this tournament, coming in to replace Paul Hennessy, Ben's favorite player. And Bibiani Goldstars, brilliant work, but they win the first corner kick of the game. 1 minute, approaching the 2nd minute mark. Lawrence Osei would have to organize his defense. 3 men in the box. Well, for Bibiani Goldstars, 2 more men would come in, and Lawrence Osei would have to wait for that corner kick from Apia Makati. Apia Makati has positioned the ball. He will reposition the ball once again. Ready. Ebenezer Aban up against Samson Eduku. The cross comes in, has to go up, a chance for Bibiani Goldstars, and timely clearance from Paul Ataije, but for his clearance, Bibiani Goldstars would have been through on goal, and the play continues. Well, Echedogli, who has been wonderful in midfield for the Lions, wins possession, and here is a chance for Lions to come forward. He keeps the ball in play, and here is Rusipong. Well, the ball is taken away from him, and attack breaks down. Makati goes all the way back to Vincent Atinga. Well, what do you make of Atinga's stats today?
Obviously, he needed to get some minutes on the board after having come on in the last game, where he in fact scored a penalty for the Lions team. He has to get some minutes. Very experienced campaigner. He has seen it all at the top level of football. Having played for Hearts of Hope, went out to other countries out there, played some good years, and then came back to play for Mediama SC, and now with Goldstars. So he needed to get some minutes, under his sleeve, and it's good to have him in there today ahead of.
Well, he just passed the ball after receiving it from goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe, who had some nerves there to take on Chelsea Freeman in his own box. And Bibiani Goldstars building up possession around the center circle. Makati sends a ball through, and he receives it back from Echedogli. And so Bibiani Goldstars regain possession. Ball on the right side. Echedogli would win possession for the Lions. And Ataije Bismarckinim would clear his lines, trying to find the man up front today, Michael Efson. And Danso kettles the attack of Bibiani Goldstars. He crosses the center line. Bibiani Goldstars will need to defend this, and he still has the ball in play, but assistant 2 Kojo Labi Waja says the ball is out of place to throw in for the Miners. They said Atinga finds his goalkeeper, and he does control the ball. Ball finds Kelvin Opong. Opong's pass is a good one, and he does find the trade for Ofori, and Ofori still has the ball in the box of the Lions, but it goes out of play, and welcome goal kick for the Miners.
Obviously, Peter McCarthy in here today brings something different from what Francis Training, would have offered for the Goldstars team. He is more direct. He is more of a passer of the ball. So clearly, you've seen in the middle, he gets the ball and is looking for a pass, whether deep or a short one. But that's what he brings to bear. Whereas Training carries the ball a lot more. So let's see what the presence of McCarthy will add to the Goldstars. In fact, he's very, very experienced. He's played for them for quite a number of years. And let's see what he brings to bear for Goldstars.
Apia McCarthy, the man we're talking about there, and yes, you see him bringing down a Lion there. So Vinizaban will send a diagonal cross or pass, but it goes to nothing, out of play. It goes, and welcome goal kick for Emmanuel Kobe, who would be leading this defense to Africa. What do you make of the prospects of Bibiani Goldstars?
Takrade 96
of Algeria. This is a team that has done so well in African football, and sometimes in Africa the experience counts a lot at that level of football, but you never say never. Let's see what Goldstars led by Frimpong Manson would offer, because Frimpong has got the experience in Africa. He's played for Protocol back in the years when they were active in African football, plus Atinga has been there with House of Folk as well. So let's see if the experience of some of the few boys in the team plus the coach can produce some magic against Kabylie. But one thing I know for sure though is that it will not be an easy assignment taking on a team like JS Kabylie in the CAF Champions League.
Well, for now, Bibiani Goldstars can focus on Kwando Hearts of Lions, and they would also have a game. Or there you see the man on the bench today, Obeng Jr., who was just some second. Kwesipong in a battle with Samuel Champong, and Champong wins the battle and wins a throw-in for the Miners, and of course some other players of Goldstars in the stands as well. The Champon Stroh finds McCarthy, and McCarthy will not control the ball. The Lions win the ball back. And well, it's a bit of give and take at this moment. And now Lions will settle their nerves. Here is Emmanuel Ofori. Emmanuel Sachi Ofori. And the ball to, well, clear their lines. Bibiani Goldstars. Another throw in.
And that was Contour, no nonsense midfielder, giving everything to it and getting the ball out of a touch for a throw in for his team.
Another throw in for the Miners, and the ball is left for Samuel Champon. Samuel Champon will survey his options, and he does send one up front. Of course, no offsides when it comes to the throw in. Tineduku Samson wins another throw in for the Miners. And this time very close to the penalty area of Pando Hearts of Lions. And Samuel Atakumi back to a Champon. And Echedogli is too strong for a Champon. He does well to win the ball for the Lions and finds a pass to Chauncey Freeman, who is playing on the right side today. Chauncey Freeman. And he locates a colleague in midfield. Well, the left side across comes in. A chance for the Lions. But ball is set away by Kelvin Opong. And referee finally liberates the Miners and gives them a foul.
Interestingly, for Goldstars today, the entire back line, with the exception of Kelvin Opong, who has maintained his spot for the first 3 games, the other 3 are all making their first starts in the championship. In the right back, Philip Ofori, who's starting the game today for the first time. Left back, our champion, starting his game as well. He's coming off, in another game. So today, he's starting his game as well as a main man and captain for the Sanatinga. These 3 are all in for the first time in this championship. And so I'm sure we'll have to see how the 3 of them can complement Kelvin Opong in defending against Heart of Lions.
Play does continue. And it is a battle of the Emmanuels in midfield today. For Bibiani Goldstars in midfield, we'll see Emmanuel Adi and also see Emmanuel Contour. And for the Lions, well, we also see Emmanuel Sachi Ofori. So for now, captain is now in pain. Vincent Atenga, who scored that winning penalty for the Miners against Accra Suffolk. And you see some Phobians in there very early to watch. Some beautiful women here as well from the Volta region. And of course, Coach Frimpong Manso keenly watching, trying to pick up some tactics and if things are going on well for him. And some of the people in the stands this afternoon here at the University of Ghana Stadium. Temporary hold up, 10 minutes of play done. Goldstars 0, Pando Hearts of Lions 0. It is match day 3 in the 2025 Galka Top 4 tournament. We're live on GH1 TV, live on Star 103.5 FM. And well, Benghazi, Vincent Atinga, this is not a welcome he thought he would have had.
Absolutely. I mean, a very experienced campaigner, but seems to have come off worse. But he's a strong lad, very, very strong lad. And so I'm sure he'll be okay. Maybe a bit of blood. And so the medical team, they are attending to Atinga. But he looks okay. I'm sure he'll be able to continue with the game here. But of course, 10 minutes played, 11 minutes now. It's been a ding-dong affair. Both teams have tried to settle into the game. But so far, it's been difficult to really pick out which team is dominating as we speak now. It's been, Lions trying to size up Goldstars, and similar for Goldstars. You have to really settle into the game as we speak.
Well, free kick quickly taken, and it goes out of play for a welcome goal kick for Pando Hearts of Lions, who got top 4 twice in 2009 and in 2005 as well. And Coach Bashu Hayford, who is leading this Pando side, and he's won it 3 times as well with 3 different teams, with the Lions, obviously, with Ashanti Gold, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So Bibiani Goldstars will be hoping to get their hands on this. So a win for them means that They are champions of the 2025 Gal Cutoff 4.
Absolutely. If Goldstars get a win here, they will jump onto some 8 points, and that clearly will not be surmountable, even if they win against Wedokor in the next game. So Goldstars have it all to do. If they can win this game, they have a huge chance of being declared as winners of this year's top 4.
And Captain Aban around the center circle, he sends a pass, a very poor one, but ball is recycled, and the Lions will have the ball. Chauncey Freeman, and he'll go for the shot, and it's blocked. The Pando Hearts of Lions would have their first corner kick of the game. Chauncey Freeman wastes no time at all, and this time we see him playing on the right side. There you see he knew what he wanted to do, and after a few spaces, well, he went for the shot, but then the defender was right there, Philip Ofori, and Emmanuel, well, Bismarckini would go for the ball, pick it up, corner kick for Pando Hearts of Lions. Emmanuel Kobe, and referee would speak to some few men in the box of Bibiani Goldstars, counting 6 players, 6 Lion players in the box of the Goldstars, and then of course Danso on the edge of the box. The cross comes in. It is overcooked, and well, Ataije will recycle. He has possession. Paul Ataije. Ataije, a poor crossing there from Paul Ataije.
A very, very poor one from Ataije. Should have done much better with that cross to put in into the box. I mean, we've seen players do better, and for him especially, he should and could have also put in that poor cross to the box. But like I said, he needs to do much better than he's doing now.
Well, play continues. 14 minutes of play done, and Bibiani Goldstars 0, champions of the Ghana Premier League, up against the runners-up Pando Hearts of Lions, and the man who is in for Paul Hennessy today, center back pair of Captain Aban. His long ball goes all the way to goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe, who is sporting a red shirt and shorts with red boots and white socks. He does send a long one in that finds the head of Aban, and Echedogli is brought down by Philip Ofori. Echedogli, the midfielder signed from Banana Inn. Well, he had control of the ball, but Emmanuel Philip Ofori, I must say, brought him down. So free kick for the Lions, who in this fixture faced Bibiani Goldstars. And I'll tell you another story about these two sides pretty shortly. Now Bibiani Goldstars will clear their lines. Ball to Makati, and he still has the ball. Makati does finds Emmanuel Konto, and Konto is brought down by Echedogli in his 9 shirts and Afro hairstyle. Echedogli has been a man in midfield for the Lions, doing so well, and coming straight into the team after being signed by Coach Bashir Hayford. Now here's a chance for Bibiani Goldstars, and a cross comes in, is cut out, and the Lions will calmly clear their lines. And Bibiani Goldstars would win a throw-in, and it is quickly taken. Bismarckini clears his lines against another throw-in for Goldstars. Philip Ofori on the right side, right in front of the technical area. Will throw the ball in, and you can see Bismarckini receiving the ball from his assistant coach, Daniel Nieje Echedogli. And Echedogli does fine. Michael Epstein, and his pass is cut out. So Emmanuel Kobe balloons the ball into the skies and has to go up. The back pass back clearance from Ebenezer Aban, who put them into trouble. Well, Eduku, Aban is strong, but Eduku finds McCarthy, and the build-up play once again.
Now, Goldstars are chasing a special recording here. If they are able to declare the winners of this top 4, they will become the 8th club in Ghana to win the top 4 championship in Ghana, following Kotoko, who have won it 3 times. Hatofo also have won it 3 times. Lions have won it twice, like you said. 11 Wise, King Faisal, Ashgold, and Bichim all have won it once. So if Goldstars are able to get this championship in the fold, they become the 8th team to win this the top 4 in its history.
Well, let's see if they can become the 8th team in the history of the Ghana League Clubs Association top 4. And brilliant stuff from Danso. Ball is cleared by Ali Fauzi Gomo. Well, in this fixture in the Ghana Premier League, the Lions are yet to beat Bibiani Goldstars. And ball finds Danso. Danso on the right side. He takes on this marker. Danso still has space. He does well. He sends in across. Poor one is cut out. Brought back to him. Eche Dogli. And Dogli will now go to the right side himself. Back to Danso. And Danso would come in field and loses the ball. And attack Kumi would come forward with ball. Samuel Atakumi. He finds Eduku, but Eduku is offside.
Eduku should have watched the lines very well. He was, going in for a good run, but unfortunately, he went a shade ahead of the defenders and made it easier for the assistant lines to flag him for offside. But so far, looks as though Goldstars are trying to up their game just a little bit, even though Clay Lions are in firm control of this game as we speak.
Well, Lions in the Premier League faced Bibiani Goldstars. They played a 0-0 draw in Pando and lost 2-1 to the Miners. And ever since they returned from the Division 1 League, Pando Out of Lions are yet to beat Bibiani Goldstars. So a 2-2 draw in 2023, and another 2-2 draw in 2024, a 0-0 draw in 2024, the first round of this just ended season, and then of course a 2-1 defeat to the Miners. So Bibiani Goldstars have dominated, at least with 1 win. Now they have a chance, and here is Atakumi, and what is it? Referee would give a corner kick, and the ball from Samuel Atakumi, who has 2 goals in this tournament, hits a player of the Lions in the box. Some fans calling for a penalty, but then they would settle in for a corner kick.
Indeed, that was a good effort from, of course, the main man who clearly has been the marksman for his team, AJ, and that was a good shot that came in from him to get a ball in.
Now corner comes in, and Lawrence Osei will clear his lines. Chauncey Freeman has some space and a man to deal with. Ball is taken away from him. Atinga finds Ofori to McCarthy, and McCarthy goes all the way back to his defense line. McCarthy back to Vincent Atinga. Atinga finds Kelvin Opong. Back to Atinga, and patiently they build up play. It has been a characteristic of Bibiani Goldstars.
Obviously, but it's been difficult for them today to really, create against the side from Kwando. I'm not too sure if it's because of the changes that have been ranked by Frimpong Manso into his team. Looks as though the new boys are struggling to really settle into the game, like we've seen the likes of, Francis Trene, Ata Eje, Agite, and the others who did so well for them in the previous 2 games. We are not seeing that, telepathy and that creativity on the part of the ones who are in today. Let's see, perhaps they will improve. But so far, it's been mainly Lions who have been in firm control of the game so far.
Well, Emmanuel Konto is down with pain, but it is not a foul for him because the referee Salami Albles spotted an earlier foul on the attacker Michael Epstein. So Ejete, who has been a thorn in the flesh of his opponents this season, well, putting on his apparel, getting ready to come up. And then Iman Konto is down in pain. Echedogli has the ball. 22 minutes of play done. Just join us. You're live on Star 103.5 FM as well. And of course, you know you're live on GH1 TV, wherever you're watching us from, live on YouTube and on social media, across social media. Match day 3 of the 2025 Galka Top 4 tournament.
And already Ajay Tiamasi warming up on the sidelines. If Contour does not recover fully, perhaps the coach would throw in Ajay, who has been a revelation for some of us in this championship for Bibiani Goldstars. Very impressive for this football, takes the ball, carries the ball, so strong and difficult for defenders to outwit him to that ball. So let's see if indeed he will be coming on anytime soon for Bibiani Goldstars, who so far have struggled really to settle into this particular game.
Well, some Kotoko fans already here. They play at 6 p.m. and I'm sure they're checking some news from their website. Coach Pimpon Manso looking concerned. Emmanuel Konto is down. Still being attended to by the medics. And
looks as though the player may not be able to continue because it's taking a bit of a time to get a treatment done. And I can even see the stretcher also, up on the field. But the fans, wait, they are in here enjoying it.
A lot of Hearts of Oak fans already in, hoping, praying for a draw. I spoke to one of them, and he wants just a draw to, put things for them. But then Coach Bashir Hayford and Daniel Nieje, assistant coach, would be in conversation. We'll be hoping for 3 points for their side. And the player comes off now. We see that tackle again. And 20-shirted Michael Efsin. Too strong. I think there's an elbow in there.
Yeah, he came off west and there's blood
that's too bad.
Blood oozing all over. That was a painful one, actually. Painful one. He came off west in that clear, badge that came in from the Heart of Lions player. Seems to have come off west. And that's Max Okunedu, the new coach, and Tony Bafo all in the stands.
Tony Bafo and Max Okunedu here at the University of Ghana Stadium. And some Bibiani Goldstars ladies here also enjoying some good football. 24 minutes of play. Now free kick for the Lions. And Emmanuel Kobe will put together a wall he believes can stop the ball when it comes from that side. But Bismarck Eni, Danso, and Michael Efsin.
That's a rather high line being set of Bibiani Goldstars, just in line with the wall, actually. Very interesting.
And so Michael Efsin would obviously be looking at a long ranger. Michael Efsin, he sends one in, it goes straight to goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe. Good one for him, but Emmanuel Kobe has an easy job.
Very easy job there for Kobe. Was direct at him, and it made it very easy for him to just coolly save that for his team. But I was intrigued by the high line that was set by Goldstars for that free kick. Very, very intrigued by that.
Now play continues. There is a chance for the Lions to come forward with the ball, but good defending from Kelvin Opong. He shrugs off Michael Efsin, but then you get to see the free kick again, a long one. In times like this, you look to players like Sule Muntari and Wakasu can hit it very, very long. And then you see the mascots from Pando calling on his gods. They missed out on the Ghana Premier League. They would want to win the Galka Top 4 for their fans. Lawrence Osei finds captain Ebenezer Aban. Eche Dogli in midfield. Another long ball. And here is Paul Ije. A chance for Chancey Freeman. And well, the outside. Offside. Another long ball from the Lions.
That was the replays clearly say otherwise. But that was a good pass there from Eche Dogli. And the beautiful instep and the short, simple pass there to release Chauncey. But for the offside decision, that could have been a big chance there for Chauncey to open, his scoring in this championship.
Emmanuel Kobe, and so we've seen substitution effected, and
Ajay has come on for
Ajay is
Konto.
in, so Konto cannot continue. A chance for the miners, and here is Ajay. This time ball is taken away from him. Ofori recycles possession, and Opong back to Makati. Makati receives it again from Captain Atinga, and a long one is sent in. Cross comes in, has to go up. Jill clears lines, and referee would give Captain Ebenezer Aban a foul. So now Ejete is in there, and headache for Ebenezer Aban and his comrades in defense.
Absolutely, he drives the team so well. Whenever he's in there for Bibiani Goldstars. So let's see what he brings. But clearly, from what we've seen in the previous 2 games, that's his characteristic. He takes the ball, runs at defenders, has no fear for them. He's so strong, and so clearly for the midfielders, Eche Dogli and the others, plus of course the captain Aban in defense, they now need to keep their tabs or eyes on Ejete, who is pressing already the goalkeeper in charge or in goal for Hearts of Lions.
Now the player from the back brilliantly coming forward with the ball, and here is Danso. Danso gives the ball back to Emmanuel Sachi Ofori, who goes all the way to Ali Fauzi Kobo. Ali making his first start in the 2025 Gal Cutoff tournament, and Danso and his likes would win the ball back. So here is Emmanuel Sachi Ofori. He finds goalkeeper Lawrence Osei to Ebenezer Aban. Captain Aban receives it back from Eche Dogli, and back to Eche Dogli from Aban. And Lawrence Osei will join the party. Calmly, aggressively building a play from the back. Still around there. Well, another long ball from Aban and to Kwesi Opong. Kwesi Opong, I must say, and out it goes for a throw-in. And you see the Hearts of Folk folks already in here.
Assistant coach for Hearts of Folk, Gazeli.
And I mean, they know that a draw would give them a chance, but a win for Gold Stars will set them up as champions of the 2025 Gal Cutoff tournament. And a win for Lions would also mean that a favorable result in the 6 p.m. game tonight might set them up as champions. So all 3 teams, Bibiani Goldstars, Pando Hearts of Lions, and the Accra of Folk lads can win this top 4 tournament. Vincent Atinga back to Makati, and ball to Eduku. Brilliantly from it down after sandwiched by Eche Dogli and Ali Fauzi Gomo.
That was brilliant from Eduku. 2 players around him. He managed to turn them inside out. That was a brilliant one from Eduku. Express player by all standards, showing it on occasion. As a special one behind the free kick.
We understand he's a set piece specialist.
Absolutely.
Apia Akad standing behind the ball and with the intentions of distracting and getting a ball into the twine of Lawrence Osei, Apia Makati in the 70s. Apia Makati 1, 2, 3, and this time around would not hurt the ears or even the eyes of Lawrence Osei.
Not a very best of efforts from Apia Makati from yes. This one clearly is not the very best from his locker. Not a good one at all from Apia Makati. Could have done so better with that free kick.
Done 10 minutes of play here at the University of Ghana Stadium. Bibiani Goldstars 0, Pando Hearts of Lions 0. It is the 2025 Gal Cutoff tournament match. They tweet live on GH1 TV on Star 103.5 FM. And then on Ultimate FM as well as Empire FM, throwing for the Lions. Well, Chelsea has been fantastic, and he leaves the ball for Danso. Danso finds Kwesi Pong with his left foot, ball to midfield, and the referee spots a foul. He cannot believe it, but Emmanuel Sachi Ofori against the strong man Isaac send one of those long balls in again, calling on his men to get composed. Ebenezer Aban. And he decides to leave the ball for Fauzi. He's back again. Attempt gives it to Fauzi. Fauzi sends goalkeeping from Emmanuel Kobe up to the task. And another shot for the Lions.
Good effort from the Lions team, but an equally good save there coming from Emmanuel Kobe, who has been so impressive in this championship. Like I always do say, he clearly has shown that he's one to be marked for the great prospects for Ghana football, the national teams, and I'm sure the coaching staff as well here. Clearly, at times so far, he has pulled some great in the games played so far in this championship.
Ebenezer Aban, and Aban goes all the way back to Lawrence Osei. Lawrence Osei to Emmanuel, and Emmanuel has lost the ball. Makati is brought down by Emmanuel Sachiofori. So it is Emmanuel Sachiofori, 4-1 from him. He lost the ball and he had to bring down Makati to prevent any damage from the loss.
Talk about the coaching staff who are in here now. From Manson and also has the first coach Dramani could be getting their names in that enviable record of coaches who have won the top 4. Only 9 coaches. Twice, he's not here today. Ike Afani late also has won it twice. Herbert Addo, the late, also has won it before. Razak Abdul has won it once. Peter Smith has won it with Kim Faisal once. Also, Kucha Kenten has won it. War, you know who we used to call War? Silas Tete has also won it once with Liberty, and then Hudans won with Bichim.
Okay. And the free kick is cleared out. So any of these 3 coaches, well, 2.
In fact, the two of them, folks from Mani and from Pong, could be adding up to that list because already Bash
has won it 3 times.
Won it 3 times.
And Elizabeth coach the ball finds Vincent Atinga. Atinga finds a JT to ball to Makati. Then he goes and play Ofori center line, transfer with the ball on the right side. He keeps it in play, and Makati, brilliant play from Bibiani Goldstars. Here is Jay, and Jay finds Eduku. Now Jay, Fauzi, Ali now would have a taste of the strength of Isaac Ejete.
Already getting involved, like we said from the onset. He's that sort of player, always wants to be involved. He has the energy, he has the strength to match up opponents and won't be on the ball. There he's again on the ball for Goldstars.
And he's brought down this time. Referee says play should continue, and it does continue. Chauncey Freeman in space. Ball finds fast. Not too calculated and out of play goes, but then he received that recognition from Michael Efson, who has Musa inscribed on his shirt this afternoon. Vincent Atinga to Makati to Champon, and another foul time around on Sam Takumi. Bibiani Goldstars would restart. Efson finds support in Ajay ball at Ajay in the 7-share side ball. He takes on his marker, but then a corner kick.
Very resolute defending from Emmanuel Adi on that occasion. No nonsense, no making room for any of his heart of lions.
So, in the corner and clear the lines a shot. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a goal. Oh yes, oh yes, Pando Heart of Lions. The Bobobo boys are cleaning their own ball. They've done it again, and look at the fans. The lion, the mascot, is up and doing the roar. And Utanga Stars, it came from a corner kick yet again. They are becoming like Arsenal in the English Premier League, known for scoring corner kicks. It was fumbled by goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe, and it fell to Ali Fauza Gobo, who hit it in a Bibiani Goldstars 0.
Very beautiful finish from Gomo, hitting the ball onto the turf, then the rebound ensuring that he goes over Atinga, who was in Paula from on his part to again a missing. To win, we'll have to wait and 39 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes to go in the first half. Looks as though this time around they may not be able to.
The goalkeeper Lawrence Osei had to finish.
He could not come out because of the run from Eduku, so he has to stay on his line on the ball. So great eventually to have heard about.
Corner kick comes in, and Bibiani Goldstars. Well, Lions will clear their lines. Ball is ballooned into the skies, and a champion is there to win possession for watching on GH1 TV right about now should be happy with how their team has fared, especially in this tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, apart
Well, it goes. Of their opponents.
McCarthy looks as though he's okay, up on his feet already, but Echedogli, the Rasta head.
Well, some Hearts of Oak fans in here getting prepared for the 6 p.m. clash.
Looks like a family day out.
Yes, trust me. If you're also listening on radio on Star 103.5 and you are in and around Accra, you know what to do. Just bring and wow, it's still in possession. Ball is clear. Deserving lead for Heart of Lions as One player is stretched off, the other is accompanied by the medics. And so we're going to see the introduction of